Hey guys, so that episode, I honestly don't have much to say about it. My hair's a mess, sorry. It's like one of those hair days where like it's just staticky and I can't get my hair to cooperate. Anyways, so I really honestly don't have much to say about that episode because it was so stupid. It was possibly the dumbest, worst episode this season. This cast is just full of morons, and it's so frustrating to watch. But I'm gonna keep watching. Why? Because I can! All those people who are like, well, if you don't like this season, then why are you watching still? Because I can, and I'm gonna continue. And yes, I'm gonna keep bitching about it. I'm gonna keep complaining, and I'm gonna keep having fun doing so. Why? Because A, there's nothing else on TV right now. B, I love this game, and so I really have like a miniature, small, tiny sliver of hope that this season is going to get decent, because there's no way that this season is going to get good at this point. So I do have hope that this season is going to get decent, and I'm still waiting for these idiots in the house to use their brain for once. And I want to be there when that happens. So yes, I'm going to keep watching. And I don't know what else to tell you. Anyways, so there's really honestly not much to say about this episode other than what I just said. These people are stupid. Anybody who still thinks that production doesn't involve themselves in this game after watching last night's episode are just as stupid as these house guests. Like, seriously. Because it was so, like, all season, production's influence in this game has been so blatantly obvious. But last night's episode and the HOH and all of that made it, like, over the top obvious. And yes, there's still people out there who really think that production doesn't involve themselves. I know, isn't that crazy? That there's really people out there who think that. But they do. Newsflash, they do. And they always have. And if you think otherwise, then you're just naive. But they have always... How do I say? In past seasons, they have always, you know, dropped hints, made little twists, etc. But this season, it has just been completely, obviously, like, over the top, in your face. Like, production this season just is sloppy. They're sloppy as hell, and they do not care. They are going to be obvious with their involvement, and they don't care if you know. No, they don't. Surprisingly, still people on Facebook and whatnot have the balls to argue about it, but those people are blind or stupid. I don't know what to tell you guys. But either which way, last night's episode made it so clear. How, may you be asking? Well, because I find it interesting that the one physical comp that Jingle Bell Rock is cleared to play in is the one where Paul has concocted this huge plan and has gotten everybody to throw it. It's the one comp that she's cleared to play in. Like, if that doesn't make it obvious to you, that I don't know what will. Production allowed her to play in the competition because it would be going exactly how they want it. They have a narrative that they try to follow, and this season that narrative is for everything to go in Paul's way and Paul's direction, and Christmas winning totally buys into that and plays into it. So yeah, they're gonna let her play, and that's I mean, that's their right. They're allowed to do whatever they want. They can manipulate the game however they damn well please. But it's like, really, production, the majority of us aren't that stupid, okay? We can put 2 and 2 together and we know what you're doing. Like, come on. But, you know, whatever. It's just really frustrating to watch all of these people completely buy into it. Like, Alex, like, she's so stupid. Kevin, you're so stupid. Homeboy, he dropped out of the HOH competition without even knowing the plan. Like, Kevin, I really want to be on your side, but you do stupid things. You blindly follow Paul so easily and just so gracefully, and it's so annoying. Alex, you are the biggest dip I've ever seen on this show, and I've seen a lot of dummies, but you are just right up there at number 1. Like, straight up, you are up there. Raven, see, even talking about Raven makes me tired, because she's just so draining. Raven, we already knew that she was dumb, so there's that. But, I mean, kudos to you, Paul. Like, good job. Okay. You definitely deserve to win this season. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Like, there's no question there. Am I impressed with his gameplay? No, not really. I've said this too before. He's a vet. He should be playing really good. What's really frustrating to watch, because a lot of people are always like, I don't understand why you're just hating on Paul. He's playing the game. He's the only one there playing the game. And I get that. I know. Like, I never said that he isn't playing the game. What's frustrating to watch is how stupid all of these other house guests are. That's what's annoying to watch for me. I don't hate Paul. I don't dislike the guy. I'm not a fan of his. I don't need to be. Like, that's not the rule. Like, you don't have to be a Paul fan. I'm not a fan of his, nor am I a fan of how he's playing this season. I also think that he's actually had it very easy this season, so thus helping him play a decent game. And on top of that, he's a vet, so he should be playing a good game. Like, I mean, hello, you've already played before, so you should be playing a damn good game. But for me, what's frustrating to watch isn't him, it's everybody else, because they're all stupid morons. And what's even more annoying is the fact that, sorry, Harry Potter's on, and I really like this scene. What's annoying also is the fact that there's so many people who would do anything to play Big Brother and to have this opportunity, and then they go and cast morons and idiots who go and play other people's game, who volunteer to go on the block as a pawn, who drop out of competitions and throw competitions so easily and so willingly. Like, they don't even put up a fight. Like, oh my God. There's just so many people out there who would do anything for this opportunity, and yet they cast people who are just so stupid and totally crap on being in the game. People like people like Matt, who go and break the rules, and then you got people like everybody else last night's episode who just throw the competition so easily without a second thought. And as a super duper long-term fan, that is really frustrating to watch. But I'm gonna keep watching, okay? I'm gonna keep watching. So there's that. Anyways, yeah, so I also thought it was really funny that Christmas was all, like, excited about winning, and woo, she's so proud of herself. Like, girl, both of your HOHs have been given to you. Good job. Be proud of it. You're such an impressive competitor. Both of your HOHs were handed to you. I'm so impressed. Like, wow, Jingle Bell Rock. I can't even believe how much of a competitor you are. Oh my God, best Big Brother competitor ever. Said no one in regards to Christmas. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so she was all excited. She was celebrating, and I just thought that was funny. Like, both of your HOHs have been a joke. Not only were they handed to you, but, well, I mean, I guess it's getting Jason out is a, I don't know. See, the only big move I see would be getting rid of Paul. Like, that is the only big move. But I guess I'll call getting rid of Jason a medium-sized move. Whereas getting rid of Mark, in my opinion, was like a negative move. Like minuscule move. Like a baby. Like a joke. But that's just my opinion about all that. Anyways, so there really isn't much else to say about last night's episode. I thought that the whole rough kneecap syndrome bit was funny. Like, that was entertaining. What else? Oh, okay, so last night, right after the episode, I was watching feeds. Actually, there's two things we can talk about. But first, since I had mentioned rough kneecap syndrome, which is, like, what? Apparently, Raven was born vomiting and had to spend 7 days in the ICU. I was watching that, I was like, girl, do you mean the NICU? Like, what? And then she said that pacemakers were invented for weight loss. What? When I heard her say that, I was like, what? That can't be right. And I still don't know if that's right or wrong, but I don't think that's right. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know a thing or two about pacemakers, because I don't. But I don't think they were invented for weight loss. No, I don't, Raven. No, I don't. But I thought that was funny. And then what else did she say? She said some other craziness that I was like, what did you just say? What else was it? She was born vomiting. I don't remember what other thing that she said, but it was funny. And she was just going on a roll. And Alex, she just made me hate her even more because she was encouraging the conversation. She was participating. She was asking Raven questions and all this craziness. And I was like, Alex, shut up, because you are encouraging the crazy. And I just... Oh, and apparently Raven had a family member on the Titanic, and the Titanic, it sunk in the 40s, according to Raven. And I was just watching it, and I was like, this girl did not watch Titanic at all. No, she did not. Like, that's my favorite movie, okay? And just, she said that it happened in the 40s. That's the person that person took the spot of an actual fan. Like, with brains. She took your spot, person with brains. She took your spot. This girl who thought the Titanic happened in the 1940s. She took your spot, okay? And that's really annoying. But, like, comical at the same, like, I can't help but laugh at her, not with her. And some people are like, oh my god, that's so mean of you. I don't care. I never said I was nice. Call me mean. I don't care. I'm laughing at her, not with her. Especially when she's crying. I can't help but laugh when she's crying because she's just a mess. She's a mess normally, but when she's crying, she's an even bigger mess. And it is funny. I can't wait for Alex to be blindsided with Jason going, and I hope she is sobbing, and I hope that she loses her mind. Oh yeah, by the way, so the power veto ceremony was today, Monday, and Paul, he had won the power of veto, and which, like, Kevin, come on, what is up with this hair? See, I told y'all I'm having a bad hair day. It's all staticky, because outside it's, like, gloomy, but really hot, like, never mind. Back to what I was saying. So, Paul won HOH, Kevin, why couldn't you just pull one competition out? Like, why couldn't you just do it? But I'm sure Paul had him throw it, I'm sure he did it. Like I said, Kevin, I try to be behind you and I try to support you, but then you do stupid things. Anyway, so Paul took Alex off of the block, and Christmas, because she's a minion puppy biatch, she put Kevin up on the block as a replacement. Kevin is not happy. But again, Kevin, you do this to yourself. You could have won HOH, but you threw it without even knowing the plan. Like, who does that? And then you could have won Power Veto, but you didn't. Like, can you not win anything? And it's just really annoying to watch. Because I really want to be on Kevin's side, but then he throws competitions just because Paul asked him to, and that annoys me, and I can't get behind that. So, there's that. Anyways, so it will give me so much joy to see Alex lose her mind on Thursday when Jason leaves. It will give me so much joy. I will be so happy. I can't wait. I hope she cries. I hope she yells and screams. I hope she goes cuckoo like boo-doo. But the thing is that she won't be losing her mind at Paul. Oh no. No, no, because Paul has already figured out his plan. So his plan is this. He's going to vote for Kevin to be evicted, where Raven and Josh are going to vote for Jason to be evicted. So it's going to be a tie. Alex and Paul are going to vote for Kevin to be evicted. Jason and Raven, Josh and Raven are going to be voting for Jason to be evicted, leaving Christmas to be the deciding vote. She, because she's a puppy minion biatch, she is going to be voting for Jason to get evicted. So Paul and Alex are going to be the only two for Kevin. So that makes Paul in a really great position with Alex, because he doesn't have any blood on his hands. He didn't do anything wrong. He's going to be like, I don't know what happened. And so Alex is going to be losing her shizit at Jason, Raven, Josh, Raven, and Christmas. And Paul is going to be off to the side like, I love watching my children argue. So that's what's going to happen. And I'm excited to see this go down, because I'm just excited to see Alex like lose her mind. But I just wish that she would lose her mind at the right person. But she is such a moron that she's not going to, because she is so blind and just an idiot. Like, we all know how I feel about her. So I just don't understand her mindset. Like, Alex, maybe I've already said this, I don't remember, but how do you not see the trend of the past couple of weeks? They're getting rid of the couples, the duos. Christmas and Josh, they're a duo, but they're with Paul, so they're safe. Like, but Christmas, maybe it's because her and Jason aren't a showmance, so she doesn't, like, think that they're the threat. But, yeah, that's probably what she thinks, because she's so stupid. Because she genuinely thinks that Kevin is the target. And I just don't understand, like, why would she think Kevin is the target? He hasn't won a competition. He isn't a threat. Like, he's by himself. I just hate her so much. She's so stupid. And it's really frustrating, because every season they cast these super fans who in reality super suck. Like, last season it was Big Meech. This season it's Alex. Like, Alex, when Jason, who apparently, according to him, he's never watched an episode before in his life. When he has a better game instinct than you do, that's how you know you're not a super fan. You super suck. Kevin has a better instinct than you do, Alex. Straight up. Like, I can't stand the girl. She's so stupid. And she genuinely hates Kevin for some reason, and I don't get it, but that's how she feels about that. She hates Kevin as much as Paul and Cody hate each other. And all she talks about is Kevin. And It's like, what did he ever do to you? I don't get it. He did nothing to her, yet she despises him. So that's something that she's going to have to work on in therapy or something, because that hate is strong and it is deep-rooted. But yeah, so that's what that is all about. Oh, and another thing that happened last night on Feeds was, okay, so Christmas, she decided that she wanted to make sandwiches, and she had asked Alex and Josh if they wanted a sandwich. Kevin was in his corner like a good little pup, and Alex was in her corner being evil, and Raven had went and asked Josh if he wanted a sandwich. I think she was the one that had asked Alex if she wanted a sandwich. I can't remember if it was Raven or Christmas, but one of them asked. Anyways, Kevin his feelings got hella hurt. Why? Because they completely ignored him. Raven went and asked everybody else if they wanted a sandwich, but completely ignored Kevin, like, as if he wasn't even there. And it really hurt his feelings. He was really bothered by it. So he went and told Paul. He was, like, venting to Paul. Again, Kevin, I don't understand you. So he told Paul, he's like, I don't understand why, like, she didn't even offer me a sandwich. I don't even necessarily think it was that he wanted a sandwich. It was more so he wanted recognition. He wanted to be acknowledged that he was there instead of being completely ignored as if he wasn't there and he was dead or something. But, you know, whatever. And he's like, I would never disrespect them like that. Like, that was rude. And Paul was just listening to it. So what does Paul go and do? He goes and tells Christmas that Kevin was talking crap about her, saying that he thought it was rude of her to not offer him a sandwich, when in reality, Kevin was really venting about Raven. He never said anything about Christmas. So what does Christmas go and do? She goes and scoots her annoying ass over into the bathroom where Kevin and Jason are talking. Now, mind you, Kevin had just been venting to Jason about it. We all know Kevin has a big mouth. He was just venting to Jason about it. And so Christmas goes, do you have a problem? Do you have a problem, Kevin? And he's like, no. She's like, are you sure? Is it something about sandwiches? And he's like, no, I don't have a problem with you. Like, what are you talking about? I never said anything about you. I'm good. And that's because he never did say anything about her. And then, so she's like, okay. And so she scoots away. A couple minutes goes by, she brings it up to Jason, and then Jason's like, no, he was talking about Raven, like, what are you talking about? And then that's when Kevin comes back into the kitchen, and he's like, I never said anything about you, Christmas, I was talking about Raven. And then Raven comes in, right after talking to Paul, by the way, of course, so Paul sends her in, and is like, Kevin, were you talking about me? And Kevin, you could just tell, was trying to avoid an argument. Like, he just didn't want the drama. So he denied it. I probably would have been like, yeah, Trick, I was definitely talking about your fraudulent ass. What? But I could tell that Kevin just is not about, like, he doesn't want confrontation. He's just annoyed. And on top of that, he was venting to Paul. And that's the thing, Kevin. Is that I don't understand your thought process. If it were me, I would have been like, hold up. Why is it that Christmas even knows about this? Why? And why did she think I was talking about her? Oh, I told Paul. Paul had to have gone and told her, and he obviously lied and said that I was talking about her. Why is he stirring up crap? I obviously can't trust his ass. But no, Kevin still is all about that Paul Kool-Aid, and it's so annoying. I just can't stand it. It's really frustrating. But yeah, that happened last night, and it just makes me so annoyed with Kevin. Like, I really want to be on your side, dude. Like, I feel bad for the guy, but come on. Like, how many times do you need to be done dirty to realize that Jason is maybe the only person that you can kind of trust? And even then, it's not even, like, actual trust, because Jason said a lot of messed up things about Kevin and his family, etc. But like, to be completely honest, Kevin, you can't trust anybody in that house. Not even Jason, because Jason's just going to go run back to Alex and Josh and all of them and tell them what you said. So, poor guy. He's by himself in this game, but he is doing it to himself. He did it to himself by only trusting Paul and by drinking the Paul Kool-Aid, like, by the gallon. And like I said, I want to be a fan, I want to be on his side, but it's really hard for me to do so when he so easily does whatever Paul tells him to. Like throw a competition without even knowing the plan. But yeah, so he's on the block now, and he's not very happy about it. I wouldn't be either, but at this point, it's kind of like, well, I'm surprised that you haven't been on the block yet, Kevin, so congratulations, you made it very far without being put up on the block, so that's good. Anyways, like I said, there wasn't much to say about this episode last night because it was just so stupid, and these house guests are just such morons, and although Josh is, see, the thing is I think that if anybody is going to be the one to go against Paul, it's going to be Josh, but I don't see that happening because I think that Josh would be afraid of Christmas's wrath, and although he is slowly opening his eyes to the workings of Paul, I don't think he's going to do anything, but I think if anybody were going to, it'd be him, but I don't think he's actually going to do it. Like, I won't hold my breath. But yeah, a lot of people are like, Josh is finally woke, like giving him all this credit for, because at one point, it was like a couple days ago, maybe even last night, I don't know, on live feeds, he was talking about how he sees Paul's game and he's not fooled. For example, he doesn't like this whole plan that, with the whole voting and the tiebreaker and all of that, he doesn't like it at all. He thinks it isn't cool. But yeah, he was talking about how he sees right through Paul and all of that. But, so they're all giving him credit like, oh, he's so woke. But a couple weeks ago, the DR production is the one that sparked that plug in Josh's mind. And even then, he went to Christmas and he told Christmas, he's like, yeah, you know, DR, they asked me a weird question, like, they asked me if it was smart to trust Paul like I do, or what, I forgot exactly what the question was, but it was something along those lines, and she kind of brushed it off, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, never mind, that's crazy, like, they're stupid. And even with production's help, he is so dumb that he just brushed it off like it was nothing. So, I think that his eyes are kind of opening to Paul's game, but I don't think he's going to do anything about it, and I don't necessarily think he wholeheartedly believes it, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's what I'm really hoping for. It's really, really what I hope. I'm hoping that someone wins HOH and just puts him up on the block, even just because he hasn't been up there yet. Like, I mean, when are these people going to make him have to do something? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't know. Anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about the episode and about HOH and all of that nonsense and Raven, and just give me your thoughts in the comment section, okay? Okay. And I will see you guys in a couple of days. I love you. Bye!